Noah.
Are you all by yourself?
I am. They changed the guards around this time, which gives me an opportunity to slip away. It's been my chance to go on little adventures ever since I was a child. Not that I've ever left the palace grounds or anything. That would be much too scary. In fact, this right here is about the extent of my adventuring zeal. I spoke to Melridge and learned of how you and Periel snuck into Harlan's manor to secure the contract. Periel really trusts you, doesn't she? No, more than that. How I envy that.
Doesn't she rely on you too? I mean, you're the first person she turned to when Galdea attacked, and she's still appealing to you now. She must really trust you.
I would be delighted if that were the case. But is it really me she was counting on? Or did she merely turn to me because I happen to be the person on the throne? I adore Periel. The way she's always spoken her mind, even when we were children. Despite growing up in circumstances not unlike mine, she's never afraid to be herself and do what she wants. She's ever pushing forward.
Well, I'm from a small village, so I can't imagine what you've been through, but you look like a fighter to me. Is that not the case?
Oh, heavens no. I'm worthless. Everyone thinks so, and they're quite right. Oh, I made a few clumsy attempts when I first inherited the throne, but I was never able to rule skillfully as my father did. And now, at the time of my country's greatest crisis, I still can't make up my mind. Instead of deciding, I fixate on all the tragedy my decisions might cause and simply freeze. Harlan had the right of it. I'm a feckless fool of a king. Who would ever follow a ruler like me? I just...
That isn't true. That just isn't true. You aren't a bad king at all, Your Majesty.
What?
You are absolutely and completely wrong about yourself, and you mistake your kindness for weakness. I know how hard you work at being king. I know better than anyone. So please, it's everyone else's loss if they don't understand what a wonderful ruler you are.
Thank you, Eiyuden. But I will never live up to my father.
There's wisdom in her words, Your Majesty. Now, I grant you may not currently be ruling with the skill and finesse of your father. But you're holding yourself up to a monarch with years of experience already behind him. Surely you can see how superficial it is to compare that man to a king who has taken... A fledgling knight is no match for a hardened veteran. And yet, the youngster possesses something a future. And I would not have you discard yours.
Oh, Melridge. Eiyuden?
Oh, forgive me, Your Majesty. I will accept any punishment you see fit.
Then your punishment is to tell me the truth. Do you...
Of course I do. You will be a
Thank you. I will. Or at least I shall try to.
I cannot express what an honor it is to fight alongside a man of your esteem, General Goldwyn. If I may, General, I hear we'll be entering Eucharist territory soon. When do you anticipate being able to report our victory to I must contemplate how best to compose the message.
It is folly to contrive victories from unfought battles. A warrior must approach every enemy with equal sincerity.
But who could Eucharist field who has any hope of victory against you?
General Cassius is a steady hand who commands the love of his men, and I hear the kingdom is home to another formidable mind as well. And also...
Yes?
I take to the battlefield for our Emperor. Despite the great pains Aldrich went through to convince His Excellency of this campaign's merit, I do not fight for the dukes.
Oh, good morning, all. I take it you spent the night here?
Guys, you are not gonna believe this! Periel? Ow!
Loose lips, darling. Come, Noah. We're leaving.
Announcing His Majesty, King Yuma.
Have you reached a decision, sire?
If you require a messenger to go to Duke's Aldrich, I am yours to command.
This is it. What's it going to be?
I come bearing urgent news.
Your Majesty, it seems an Imperial Expeditionary Force has been summoned. It is under the command of General Goldwyn, and outnumbers our army 2 to 1.
Double our numbers, and General Goldwyn.
The man is said to be invincible.
Your Majesty!
I've always been a worthless man, Periel. I am incapable of making decisions and paralyzed. I have ever been a coward. I acknowledge. General Cassius?
Yes, my king.
Melrich?
Your Majesty.
For a period of 2 weeks, beginning now, I entrust to the two of you. You are to make every decision, for I have no doubt you are more capable. Call it a coward's conviction if it please you. Regardless, it is the...
What folly is this? Has His Majesty taken leave of his
royal authority to a mere general and a lecturer at the studium? Say the word, Your Majesty, and we lords...
The both of you must refuse this. It will
folly from your fool of a king. Yet all the more reason to do... Pitiful I may be, but I beg of you to save our...
But...
Are you quite certain? After all, what's to stop the General and myself from eliminating you, should we come to enjoy this little taste of power?
If that is your choice, then so be it. Were you to do such a thing, I believe it would be for the sake of the kingdom.
Your Majesty.
Long have I sworn my service and loyalty to House Sheerith, Your Majesty. But now, I pledge it anew to you. I shall answer the trust you have placed in me, with all of my heart.
I do not know if my talents are worthy of the faith you place in them, Your Majesty. In fact, it speaks to their inadequacy that I have so clearly misjudged you. And for that, whatever shreds of wit and talent I still possess, I swear to you.
As if any of this gives us a chance!
Your Majesty, it's not too late. We can still draft a letter of intent to Jukes.
General Cassius.
Any hope of successfully defending this kingdom will require the full efforts of her people. The army will be mustered, and the realm's efforts devoted entirely to its defense. Any who choose to publicly object to His Majesty's wishes
We did it! Now we can finally fight back!
I'm not certain such jubilant... As General Cassius noted, it will require all the strength you, Chris, can muster to have even a chance.
And we'll be right beside you.
Agreed. This is everything we've been striving for.
Then allow me to formally request the support of the Alliance.
You shall have it and more. We'll return to the inn and have Janequist beat the muster drums.
I shall contact Ymir and have him commence preparations straight away, milady.
Send me. I'll get your message there safe.
Shall I set this in motion, Commander?
Do it.
Yup! Let's go beat him like a dirty carpet! They are certainly in for a surprise.
The tyranny of the Empire needs to stop.
You ready, Noah? I think Periel already took off for the palace.
The battle of attrition continues. Our ambushes in the last fight took a modest toll on the enemy, but we still remain outnumbered.
this time. Noah's allied troops and the White Sands mercenaries will fight on the defensive line. Hold a keen edge out there, both of you, and be ready for anything.
If there's one thing the White Sands know, it's how to hold a keen edge.
And your troops, Commander Noah?
Ready to go.
You darn tootin' we are! I'll do something! At least.
take heart from yesterday's victory. But do not take your enemy lightly, for he will fight with even more fury.
How droll that they consider that a victory. They merely bought themselves another few hours to breathe. For today, it will all come crashing down around.
In the name of His Excellency, the Emperor.
Done nothing to blunt the Empire's strength.
The enemy is formidable. Don't approach them lightly.
Tighten up, everyone!
Been a while since I had to work this hard for my wage. The enemy flees! Victory is ours!
Huh? What's that? What a bunch of wimps!
We've got another tough fight in our hands today.
Our objective is to drag it out for as long as we can while minimizing our losses.
Look at that! They're coming our way!
They are a powerful foe. We need just stall for time.
We must find a way to turn the tide. Otherwise...
Hold strong! Remember your contract! And remember that death in battle is the greatest end a warrior...
Enemy unit defeated. But stay alert. Enemy unit defeated. But stay alert.
Look at that! They're coming our...
Listen to me, everyone! You may have heard the rumors already. But His Excellency the Emperor has been assassinated.
Then it's true.
Dukes Aldrich is the man behind it. I have had ample opportunity to witness the Duke's tyranny, and have come to believe the invasion of Euchris is not just. Therefore, pursuing it would be a stain on the Empire's honor. This is not an order. Those who do not wish to follow me will receive no punishment. But on this day, I turn my banners in revolt against Dukes Aldrich. I fight to return the Empire to a just and righteous path!
They're cheering.
Your family's soldiers are true to their house, Lieutenant. They stand with you. And they're all fools.
So what does that make you?
The woman responsible for keeping fools in line, apparently.
Thank you, everyone.
Disarray in the Imperial ranks? What is happening?
What does this mean?
Look! It's Sane!
I do not understand what is happening, but I know a potential opportunity. Protect that company of turncoats!
That company is under the Kessling boys' command. The lad takes after his brother.
Engage the enemy! Give them all you've got!
We did it! We got them!
That's one done and dusted! We're on a roll!
Pull the troops back and be quick about it!
General Chapel, order your troops to withdraw.
I cannot believe the great General Goldwyn would say such a thing. We must annihilate...
No. What we must do is learn the truth of the Empire. Until that happens, this war cannot continue. All units, fall in! We withdraw at once.
Yes, sir.
But this is absurd! We need just win this one...
Do as you will. But I have no intention of fighting for your...
I shall never retreat. My host is more than sufficient to...
General Goldwyn's legion has stood down.
My projections appear to have come true. I assure you, Goldwyn's retreat is no feint. Something has transpired inside the... which means we can finish this here and now.
Initiating combat.
For the glory of the Empire!
Well done. That's one unit wiped out.
Engine operational! Forward!
Enemy unity destroyed. Continue fighting.
We've destroyed the enemy battalion, but don't let down your guard.
But I was to claim victory here. Me! For the glory of Dukes Aldrich! Damnation!
Is it over?
We did it! We saved you, Chris!
Indeed. Victory is ours.
Oh yeah, that's how it's done, cousin! Well fought, Noah.
You comported yourself with great skill.
You might be longer for this world than I thought.
I have protected my kingdom and my king.
The Imperial Army has quit our territory, Your Majesty. Our scouts expect them to continue withdrawing to the north.
Then, we won?
Yes, Your Majesty. We won.
That's wonderful.
Yes, thank you all so much.
I owe a great debt to you and the Allied Army. Thank you for fighting at our side.
Victory is ours!
Victory! Victory! Come on, everybody! Victory!
Yep, finally gave those imps the shellacking they deserve.
Might I gently remind all the braggarts present who the actual leader of the Alliance is?
Oh, let it go, Ymir. Noah and his people fought well, and I'm very appreciative.
My concern is that I fail to understand what prompted Goldwyn's troops to withdraw.
Oh, Was that some scheme of yours, Malrich?
I fear I am as in the dark as the rest of you. However, I suspect...
Perhaps I can shed some light on that.
Sane.
This Imperial officer and his people just surrendered to us, Commander.
I had a feeling it would be you.
A pleasure to see you again, Noah.
Been a while, Lieutenant.
So, thanks for switching sides and all, but, why?
I harbor suspicions which have driven me to leave the Empire.
Suspicions related to General Goldwyn's abrupt retreat.
Yes. If you don't know, his ex...
What? The Emperor of Galdia? But why?
Dukes Aldrich is how.
While we lack solid evidence of such, the information we've gathered certainly raises the possibility.
So that's why they all turned tail and ran. This Dukes guy must be a first-class moron. Way to make your move at the worst possible time, you dope.
I will return to the castle on the morrow. Our troops must be reorganized before we can carry on to Norrister. And you, Malrich?
Actually, I have received the King's blessing to make myself useful within the Alliance. If you are
So you expect our battle with the Empire to continue?
Oh, I believe it has only just begun. Duke Aldrich's ambitions clearly extend beyond the Galdian throne. The invasion of Euchris was simply a tidy way to displace the general for a time.
It certainly is beginning to look that way.
Goldwyn was ever the late Emperor's staunchest loyalist, once Aldrich sent him far from home.
He's a ruthless and cunning man, and no mistake. But I dare say you may be his equal. It pleases me to have you on our side.
Oh, I don't think I am the cunning. After all, you didn't hand your army over to that Noah boy for no reason. This has been your plan from the start.
Yes. Well... Still, if the Resistance army was led by the Countess of Groom, it would invite no end of suspicion. Tongues would wag about my agenda, my ambition. But a commoner turned hero rising up against the Empire's tyranny? Now that's the sort of story that resonates with people. After all, who doesn't love an...
So, what is it that you hope to gain from all this, milady? Clearly not.
Clearly not. No. My wish is far more...
Morning, kiddo. How you doing today? Good? Good. We should visit the Great Hall. There's gonna be a meeting.